Hey there, this is Brett, and this is my YouTube channel. This is one of my favorite games. It's called Orcs Must Die 3, and I think it was it was really worth the money and everything. So, what is this game, and what do you do in it? So it is a tower defense, and these orcs come through and like around the map, and then you try to like kill them by laying traps, and you can also shoot at them with a weapon. I made a list of pro and cons. Some of the pros are it's multiplayer. It's a good idea of a game. Has cutscenes that are pretty nice. Has a story that continues from Orcs Must Die 2. The game is actually quite challenging, and that's kind of what I like about it. Has a couple of different modes that you can do. Endless mode, scramble, and weekly challenges, other than the campaign. And it has unlockable characters and traps and trinkets that you can use in game, and you can. The most cool thing about this game, the biggest pro, is that you can use combination of traps to get rid of your enemies and everything. Some of the cons are it's only 2-player. You cannot have more than 2 players. No one is really online when you search for a game. There is a couple people online here and there, but you kind of have to wait. And then, while you're hosting a game, you can't play the game while you're hosting. You kind of have to wait until someone joins, and then you can start the map or round. Might be a little bit too challenging, but other than that, there's no in-game chat or anything, so you have to like probably know the person and like use Discord and everything. Those are the cons. I would rate this game 7.2. It would be a little bit higher if there is more than 2 players. If there's no one online, and you kind of have to wait and everything. If you didn't have to wait to play online with someone, the rating would be higher and everything. But the only bummer is no one's online. It's only 2-player and no in-game chat. But other than that, this game is pretty good. I would recommend buying it. I got it on Steam. I haven't played all the way, but I played most of it to know what it is and everything. a few tips. So I would say there's other traps that are kind of better than others if you're using certain strategies. So for this gameplay right here, I really like to use trap 4 that's on the screen, and it's really good. I've upgraded it with schools, and it's a really good trap to use when you just set it on the wall and it does really good damage. The other trap that I like to use is the lasers. That's trap 9 on the screen. You can use a barricade and then just put the lasers on the wall, and the enemies will have to go through it, and it really damages them. A lot of strategies involve that. It's on slot 9 on the screen, that laser. Trap it's on slot 3, the button 3 on the screen. That one you can put on the wall, and it does really good damage. It's really useful. It's a really good trap. It's powerful. There's another wall trap that's slot 7. I also like that trap because it releases barrels and they explode. I like that trap. I don't know if it's the best trap, but I like it because you can put it on like a wall, and then you can have like the barrels hit the ground without exploding, and then like you can shoot it while like an orc is walking by. So the barricades are also a good idea to use because they can force your enemies to like go against the wall, and you can put like a really nice wall trap that doesn't have much range there. It is. I have it set so it's like it comes as in a pair, so it's a little bit longer, but it costs a little bit more. But you can. The trap that is on slot 5, you can like knock back enemies and everything, which is also a good trap. But so the ice cannon thing that's on slot 8 right there, it's also a good trap. You can like freeze your enemies and everything. But so the weapon that I like to use is on slot 1. It's short range, but it does really good damage quite fast. That's a weapon I currently like to use. As for shooting enemies that are far away, it's not really good at that. There's also other traps that I don't have equipped here, but there's also other traps that are pretty useful and everything, but I'll go through those later, maybe like through all of them, maybe in like a different YouTube video, but